Darold Gholston used to put details in his paintings and chalk drawings one only thought a photograph could duplicate. But it wasn't until after a fluke accident that he realized what his art was really all about.
I tried to tell a story in my artwork. And when people look at one of my art pieces, I want them to see something. I just don't want them just to see a picture. I want the picture to kind of speak for itself.
He uses a lot of colors to set the mood. He uses a black backdrop so the colors really pop. And so you really notice what he does with the art. You can see it, you can feel his emotion in it.
I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, and I've always had a passion for drawing and just being creative. I grew up to be a figurative, abstract artist, watercolor. I tried to do a little bit of everything. And I just love painting, I love the visual arts. Art has always been a part of my life. It has been a real strong hobby for me. I've been involved with helping others, for years. And I've been a director of different youth programs. I've been executive director of a community center. And I think that was the main focus of my life. But art has always been a close second. And I was just kind of afraid to kind of dive all the way into art and make a real 100% commitment to it. And since the accident, I decided that I'm going to really concentrate on the art. And I think this is a second chance and a second opportunity to really do something that I truly love. Back in 2009, I was playing catch with one of the volunteers in the community center. We got a little competitive throwing the ball back and forth, and the ball hit me right on the left side of my nose, which it broke my nose and broke my orbit, and I lost sight over a period of time. It was a gradual decline. My sight went down from probably 80% all the way down to 5% in my right eye. In my left eye, I lost all the sight in my left eye. And with my vision impairment, what I've done is I don't see that well, but I've been doing this so long that I talk to the kids and I get an opportunity to tell them from the first time I sit down and meet with them is that you're going to have to help me and we're going to have to become as one.
When he works with the youngsters at the community centers and when he teaches the art classes, he's very passionate about helping people to express themselves. And so it's fascinating to me because regardless of the fact that he can't see, the vision is still there.
I always ask the kids to draw big. And I think that's important for me to be able to see the images a little bit. And I walk around the classroom and I give the kids encouragement. And I say, well, if I can't see it, then you can't feel it, okay? So I need you to make that contrast a little bit darker, from the light. Just look at my face right here. And remember the light source is coming down right here, and this part is real dark right here, okay?
In his art, he can explain. I honestly, I don't know how, because I don't know where I would be if I lost my vision.
My art started to change when I lost my sight dramatically because I was always a detail artist. That was part of my style, and that's what I enjoyed doing. And when that happened, I couldn't put the details in it, so I had to change my style. And from there, I haven't really done too much visual art. And I decided to really change the art form, and I started to concentrate on music a lot more.
Now it seems all the possibilities, no one would...
I got into producing music back in the 90s, so now I'm just completing my last project, and it's called Listen to Love, and that's featuring my wife, Daisy Love, and I'm quite sure that when people listen to the project, they're really going to hear where the love is coming from.
Darold is just a great producer. He puts together records really well. He knows his artists. He can get a lot of good things out of the artist when he's producing his records.
When we go into the studio to record, he listens to the artist, and he listens to your voice. He listens to the music, and he gets you to understand what's going on in the changes of the music to bring it through vocally.
Because I like the intensity that you come out of the bridge, and when you start the vamp, that was really good.
I've never worked with anybody like him. He can give you exactly what he wants you to do,
Yeah,
and
you're right.
you can do it. You know, you understand him.
There's a difference between listening to music when you are a visual person as opposed to a person that's visually impaired. When you're visually impaired, the music kind of consumes you, and you hear all the little things that go on.
I've detected a little bit more sensitivity to hearing certain anomalies in the music that maybe he didn't hear as quickly before. So if there's a glitch in there, or there's a mistake or something like that, he tends to pick it up faster.
I think he was a little bit behind with that.
He has the ability to tap into the music and kind of guide you toward the direction you need to go in, you know, by tapping into you as a person. You know, most creative people have that intuitiveness about things, music or whatever. And, you know, once you click, I keep closing my eyes because it's what happens when you listen to music.
I think I got a special connection with Daisy, just because Daisy, I think, she understands music. She's been doing this all her life. And Daisy is one of those rare artists that you work with that is very coachable. You know, okay. So you want to keep it going, and you want to keep that flow strong, okay?
All right.
Daisy understood the song because we wrote the song together. And we had a good time writing the song because we went back and forth in terms of what does it mean to fall in love, you know. And I think the song is real personal to both of us.
Baby, I'm falling, 'cause I'm always falling over and over.
He had the surgery, and so he's regaining his vision slowly. It was amazing to be there for the first day when they took the bandages off, because his smile was huge. It was just the greatest feeling to be there for him, to see that and to see him regain it. And he's gaining it back slowly, a little more every day. Over the time of 6 months, he'll be able to have, I'm hoping, roughly about 60% of his vision. And so I'm like anxious. I'm like, ooh, let's get you right back. We need to set up a corner so you can do your art. And, you know, his music is his music. He can do that regardless. But I love to see him do what makes him happy, and his art is something that really, really makes him happy.
I think me losing my sight has helped me find out who I am. You know, I might have lost my sight, but I gained my vision.
Wow, this artwork is so cool, y'all, and all by Dearborn Public School students. What?